What's going on? You are tuned into Pick'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. I'm waiting on Oaks for he was at a car dealership or dealing with some auto bullshit, which to me is actually the absolute worst. So I can feel for him there, but I'm gonna give him some time to get prepared and get here. But he's running a little late. Very profitable week that I'm happy about. Just a tough Sunday, you know. I lost my voice for a couple days after that game because it's just a lot of the same consistent yelling that I say, I don't know, every single time I see Lucas Vasquez start in a football match. So we're going to get into last week's fuck yous. My list isn't super long, and I also want to do apologies for the season. So we'll get there, don't worry. But my first fuck you is Barcelona. Just don't like them that much. We'll leave it at that. Moving on. Next one, Fiorentina. You lost to Venezia? But Venezia? Fresh-ass kits? The kit game was absolutely beautiful. But Venezia? Fiorentina, what happened? We're losing the golden boot for Moyes also? What's going on here? Moyes keen offside, so the easiest bet of all time. Next one I got, Maffeo. So this is more from today, but just all around consistently looking like a clown and an absolute douchebag crybaby. This man really, as they're clearing the ball out, he gives like the Real Madrid fan, he gestures and like mocks them. And then literally 5 seconds later, game winner. So I guess I can also throw Za in that one too. Don't talk shit with me on Twitter, Za. It's not worth it. Especially if we're going to just be comparing Real Madrid and Arsenal. What a stupid fucking comparison. And then lastly, Leverkusen on my fuck yous. What are we doing? That's how we're letting Xabi Alonso go out? This man literally brought you glory that you've never seen, which is a Bundesliga title, and he did it while being perfect. Took you to a European final, got you Champions League qualification, showed you all this talent that you guys have. Oh, man. And then you can't even get him a win at the crib for his last home win. You give him a hero's farewell, but in a fucking loss. And it wasn't even like a close loss where it's like a respectable loss, which there's not many of them. It was bad. So, Leverkusen, I don't know how you're going to let. They can't do it. That it won't possibly happen again, though, right? They wouldn't do that again. Anyway, that was all my fuck yous. I do have a shout out, and it's for Kylian Mbappe. Yo, dude, as a Madrid fan, thanks. We doubted you for a little bit there. You earned this. Thanks. Go get that Pachichi, dog. I appreciate you. I can't tell you how much money this man Mbappe has made me over the last 5 days. This man has absolutely saved my purse. Moving on. We're gonna get to it though, people. The apologies for the season. Now, I might have some more once they come to me, but about 45 minutes ago, I decided we are now far enough along into this season. We're about 3 weeks left, not even like 2 more match weeks left in most of the seasons, less than some. I just want to give out some apologies. So hand up, as of right now, maybe we were wrong about some things. So we're just going to put out some apologies so everyone can just feel a little bit better. You can get some more things off your chest. This is the therapeutic part of 2FootTalk right now. So the first apology I have is for Jacobo Ramon. Scored a game winner for us today. I may have said he is not prepared to play at this level and not play for Real Madrid. Now, mind you, I could still probably be right, but as of today, that's my bad, dog. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was not familiar with your game. Now, if he has any more game winners in him, that has yet to be seen. We will find out. Next apology I have, and Liverpool fans, make sure you tune up for this one. Liverpool fans, this is for you. First half of the season, Salah, I apologize. I did not give him enough credit because when you look at that man's numbers, what he's at, like 28 and 20 right now, and for just how poorly he's done in the last 4 months, that first half of the season, Salah, was ridiculous. This man has 28 goals and 20 assists, and he has not been trying for the last 3.5 months, it looks like. So it's just shocking to me that somebody who, I don't think he scored in what does he have, 1 goal in his last, I think, 7 matches, and he's still running the league at 28. Can you imagine if we got first half of the season Salah for the entire year? Every Premier League record would be shattered. Assists gone, goals gone, unbelievable. Hold on, Fernando, you got an apology? I want to give some apologies to absolutely nobody. Oh, okay, he's on his Conor McGregor shit. Well, you know, I'm just trying to reflect a little bit. It's been a rough season. You gotta apologize sometimes, Fernando. You know what I mean? So yeah, first half of the season Salah. Again, just imagine. Wow. Next one I have Jacob Murphy. I feel like I talk shit on him all the time, and I'm like, why is this guy still starting? He's got 20 goals and assists this season. He has 12 assists and 8 goals. And I don't know if you know this, but he has the exact same league records as Lamine Yamal, and we're going for a Ballon d'Or for that man. I think he might have more goals than Yamal. So, Murphy, I apologize. That's on me for disrespecting Jacob Murphy that way. Because, goddamn, it must be really hard to kick the ball to Isak and watch him dribble 5 people and score. But, I mean, you're putting up the same numbers as Ballon d'Or Yamal. So, my bad. I did not recognize your game. That's on me. And then lastly is Casemiro. And this is mostly because I haven't seen enough Manchester United fans tweeting and apologizing for their absolutely horrendous takes about Casemiro being done. I want Jamie Carragher on all fours apologizing to Casemiro as well. So Casemiro deserves apologies from a whole fuck ton of people, and all the thankless nonsense that he's been getting himself into playing for this Manchester United club at this point in time. He's also backpacking you through Europe. Because you know what? He's done it before. And I can almost guarantee you, Man U will win this final. And Casemiro is going to play a big part in it. Because that's just what he does. And I just want to hear the apology. I want the apologies to be as loud as the disrespect was. So we'll just keep it at that. But that's all the apologies I have so far. Guys, it's been a long season. Let's make sure that we're reflecting and apologizing for maybe some absolutely horrendous takes that we had. So, Oaks told me 10 minutes, and I felt like I rambled a pretty decent amount of time for you guys for him to get here. So now he's on my shit. You know what? Adding Oaks to my fuck yous. Don't lie to me about my schedule. So Oaks is on there now too. But anyway, we do have some Thursday action. We have some FA Cup action. So I'll just get straight to the point. I'm not going to make Oaks talk about the FA Cup because I know it's one of his least favorite things to talk about. It is a final, but it's also Man City versus Crystal Palace. And I know we love the magic of the cup, but Manchester City's going to win this game. I think they're going to actually win it in regulation. And I would love to be wrong, and I would love the dramatics. But it would just be one of the most Manchester City things to have one of their worst seasons in the last decade still end with an FA Cup. And if they somehow get into like second place, it would just be absurd. But it would just be so Manchester City. I still think it's weird that Haaland's like third in goals right now, and hasn't played in what feels like months. We got some Copa Libertadores on also. But I'm running with City. I'm probably going to end up just taking Marmouche props, Garvidal for a shot, and call it a day as far as FA Cup. But again, we're not going to go there with Oaks. We know how he handles his FA Cup. Not a big fan. So we're going to get into the slate. EPL and La Liga are leading the way for me, mostly because we do have a couple La Liga matches tomorrow, but that's where all the action is. In my mind, there's a lot of European spots to play for, even if maybe Barcelona lose. It would be a real shame if Barcelona loses every single match and it turns into a real title race again. But we're going to start in England. So first one I got, Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Now, hold on. When's the Europa League final? They do have to play Manchester United, and I know James Maddison did just get hurt. All right, hold on. I got Oaks now. We're good.
Yo, what up?
I'll tell you how much rambling I did for about 11 minutes, but it was all gold. All right.
Nice. I will be sure to watch that back.
I like the shirt. This is actually this year's training shirt, dog.
I like that one too. That looks class.
I forgot what year they came out. Yeah, that was. I have a pink one, but I was also just not. And every time I see a picture of myself in the pink one, I'm like, wow, we had pink ass jerseys, didn't we? Anyway, first game I got. Oh wait, do you need to get anything off your chest, dude? You okay?
I do. AC Milan, you are a fucking disaster. Hand me the fucking PlayStation controller. I know I've said it a bunch, but you don't deserve Europe. I'm glad you didn't win that fucking trophy because the way you played today, absolutely no doubt about it. You need to focus solely on finding a manager, playing in Serie A, and figuring your fucking shit out. This team should have easily been top 4 Italy with the fucking talent they have on their squad, and they just fucked it.
Dude, but they got Kyle Walker. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that they got Kyle Walker, who's actually, if we're being honest, hasn't been a complete fucking disaster. Because that back line was.
Hold on. We're comparing them to who was their old right back.
I was gonna say because that back, yeah, I mean. At least they didn't pay $25 million for him like they did fucking Emerson Royale. When's the last time you saw him on the pitch?
I forgot he played.
Right? I forgot that man was still playing football.
He screams Colorado Rapids left back.
Las Palmas for not scoring a goal on Friday. Fuck them. Just give me one goddamn goal. Also, you're fumbling the bag. Like, you could have stayed up in La Liga for sure, if you could have just gotten some fucking points out of the Sevilla match or that happened yesterday or the one on Friday. So you're fumbling the bag. I got no sympathy for you. I personally didn't bet it, but City drawing 0-0 with Southampton. Like, I know you guys already have, like, you already are in the top 4 of a shit Premier League, but like, that's embarrassing. That is the worst team that I think anyone's seen in the Premier League in a long fuck ass time, and that's terrible. Wolves, get me one fucking goal. Bournemouth, get me a fucking goal. RB Leipzig playing another 0-0. No wonder Xavi Simons wants the fuck out of there now, and they just bought his contract like 4 months ago. Lazio, Juventus, everybody wants 90 minutes of their life back. Yeah, I think that's good. That's a appropriate amount of fuck yous.
All right, I'm glad everybody feels better. I was starting with Aston Villa versus Tottenham because I wasn't going to make them listen to you complain about the FA Cup.
Facts. Yeah, I'm definitely not into the FA Cup right now.
Yeah, but I got Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Do you know when the Europa League final is? That was what I was just talking about.
Is it next week? I believe it is next week.
Yeah, it's next Wednesday. So
yeah.
I assume we're going to see a rotated Tottenham, as if that matters at all. I would take Aston Villa in goals no matter what. I'm assuming Ollie Watkins is going to want to get his number up. I feel like Marcus Rashford has some sort of record against Tottenham as well. Is Rashford dead, by the way? He really did like a mini Ballon d'Or Rashford run where he played like 3 good games and then I haven't heard from him since. So,
yeah, I mean, he did okay in Europe. I don't know. Villa's just been weird lately.
Yeah. Well, they do play next Wednesday, so that's going to affect the Chelsea Man U game as well, but not my pick. I really have nothing good to say. Even if Tottenham was playing full strength, I wouldn't really have anything good to say about them here.
No, because they fucking suck.
I don't even know if they can like sneak you a goal or something. Like Kulusevski, I think, got hurt again. Brennan Johnson, I forgot I thought he might have retired as well. Like Timo Werner is still on that team too. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, where's Son? Is he still there?
I thought he was hurt. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the Sun in years.
Yeah, right.
Again, any player props for Aston Villa. I almost I did a segment when I was waiting for you, just called apologies for the season, and it was mostly just to troll people that I already hate. But I did say I was sorry, but it was just still a troll. Like we apologized the first half of the season, Salah. But I really almost put Morgan Rogers on there just because I really don't like him, but he is putting up like 10 and 10. And he's just another one of those guys that
he was balling super hard this year.
Yeah, you could throw him on for whatever prop because like it's Tottenham.
Yep.
Really
And
is.
Aston Villa's at home. He plays way. I know all of Aston Villa plays better at home, but like Morgan Rogers specifically balls the fuck out at Villa.
I also feel like Tielemans feels some type of way about Tottenham, so he's another one that I'll end up just betting just because I know he'll jack a couple for chicks.
Facts. Yori's my fucking dog.
Also, depending what ref, this could be a big card game for me too, but we'll see. That's a player prop thing. We need lineups. Moving on. Chelsea versus Man U. So same deal. Man U's got a European final to play on Wednesday, and they're in like 17th place. So their only fucking opportunity for European football is winning the final, which they play Tottenham. So I don't want to be that guy, but you know, it pretty much seems like it already made itself up. Chelsea's like minus 250. So that line sucks because you also still can't trust this Chelsea team.
No.
So why they struggle scoring goals so much, but also no Nico Jackson because of his red card last week. What I do think is that both of these teams will let a goal in, and both teams to score is sitting at like around minus 115, and I fucking love that number. Now, I don't know if we'll get a third one, so we get the real juicy number of both teams to score over 2.5. If you're confident in Chelsea at home, which I haven't been in like 4 years, so take it. But both teams to score, I love the number on it, and I'll probably mix in a random player shot on target. If Mason Mount starts, 1,000% run his props off because it's a revenge game, and he's hot right now. So
he is.
So this game just screams both teams to score, though.
Casemiro is also very in his bag right now. I will say.
No, we got a European final on Wednesday for Casemiro. He's not a young blood.
Facts. Yeah, ignore what I said about the weekend match. European final, Cass is gonna come ball the fuck out.
All right. Moving on. Arsenal versus Newcastle. I always love this matchup because Newcastle is my Premier League squad that I love watching and I will like back, but they don't have my heart. Not the same way as Madrid. So like I don't like die with the losses, but I love trolling the teams that they beat. And anytime that they can steal points off of Arsenal makes it even more magical for me. And it feels like Arsenal's been coasting. They haven't had a Premier League win since April 18th.
Oof.
So I'm looking at a Newcastle double chance, and the number is minus 130. It is at the Emirates. Arsenal is a very solid home team. They have no reason not to play a strong lineup here. They also have no reason to play a strong lineup here. They don't have top 4 locked up yet, so they are important points, but it seems like an Arsenal team that's lacking motivation from the last month. They put a lot of that energy and a lot of sacrifice into that Champions League run, which was abruptly stopped by Paris. So, and Newcastle's a fucking wagon. So give me Newcastle on the double chance. Arsenal haven't been able to finish a match in genuinely a month.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like Newcastle on the double chance. I like Isak for an anytime goal. Newcastle sitting in third, just above Man City, but 3 points ahead of Chelsea. Again, I'm not super concerned with both Chelsea and Man U having a European final midweek next week. So that game's going to be a complete shit show. Secure a point here. Lock up a top 4 spot. Let's see Newcastle back in the UCL. You'll love to see that shit. Shout out Eddie Howe.
Facts. This game could also just be like an easy like 2-2 game. Like I don't think it's crazy how high the over gets. Moving on. Brighton versus Liverpool. Sorry, I'm still hype on Newcastle. So, folks, how good was that Brighton call that I made like 3 weeks ago?
Probably good. I can't remember. Who are they playing?
Well, no, I just said that they're gonna for some reason randomly turn it on here and somehow get a bunch of results that they probably shouldn't get. And here we are. And I'm looking at a draw no bet for Brighton against Liverpool. Because why does Liverpool really care that much going to Brighton's crib? They've done their guard of honor. They've done their victory lap. They played the people that they want to embarrass the most. They didn't even get wins for us. So why all of a sudden it's like, you know what? Let's go beat Brighton. Brighton, however, is on the outside looking in when it comes to any type of hope for a European spot and fighting for it. They are pretty close enough where they need to win this match.
They have to win this. If
Yeah.
they want to try and push Nottingham for that ECL spot, they're gonna.
Well, that's already what happens in my
right, because you have Nottingham flaming out like a bunch of chodes.
Yep. So I'm taking Brighton on the draw no bet. I don't hate Brighton on the money line at all. I think we're gonna get a weird lineup from Liverpool. I also think that this is a very fairly Vegas did a good job of this one because if you think I'm stupid and you're a Liverpool fan, Liverpool draw no bet is almost as good of a number. I think the Liverpool draw no bet was like minus 140 and Brighton's is minus 110. So either way, pick whatever side you want. I'm going with Brighton. I think they have more to play for, and I think they've been in the better form. Liverpool have been playing better competition though.
Yeah. I'm not even super concerned about like any sort of farewell tour here for anybody on Liverpool. They're away.
They booed Trent.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Cody Gakpo and have him get involved and be good, but like, I don't know. I'm not hating on Brighton, but like, again, I'm not in love with Brighton either. I think a draw no bet's the smart way to play it. Moneyline obviously looks nice, but I don't know. I'm going to need a starting 11 to see what Liverpool's actually going to trot out there.
Yep. Moving on, we're going to Spain. So I like looked back and forth at this if I wanted to put the Thursday games on here, and I didn't feel like it, so I just put the Sunday games on. I do actually really like the Thursday games, but they look like total just Oaks and Leg Legacy games, and nobody else actually gives a fuck. Yep. Like when I'm looking at Atleti versus Osasuna, I'm like, God, I love that Atleti money line, and Osasuna plays some of the most horrendous football to watch and annoying when you're betting against them and they're at home.
They sure do.
So that's my warning about them. Real Betis, I will say if Isco doesn't play, forget anything you know about football and only look for Isco to sub in and then take them on the live.
Betis really needs some points here to challenge for, what is it, the 4th spot? Are we getting 5?
Oh, yeah, La Liga gets 5.
Okay, so yeah, I think they're challenging for the 5th spot behind Bilbao. I think it's
who really fucked up this year is Real Sociedad because they love 5th place.
Yeah, and Villarreal.
And have Rayo Vallecano take one of the spots.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. So this is a big one here between two guys battling for Europe. This one is gonna matter. Unlike what I said yesterday to some guys in the Discord, I'm like, I just have a really hard time trying to bet teams that don't have anything to play for, already kind of mentally fucking checked out. And the stuff I found on like the academy kids who got promoted, I was just getting super pissed because nobody would give me a line on them. And of course, what the academy kid for who was it? I don't know. The game I was watching fucking yesterday got promoted, was his second ever start. No numbers available for him on any sports books. And of course, he scored the opening goal for Sevilla, the guy for Sevilla that scored.
Pascual?
Yeah.
That sucks. I don't want to hear that story, dude. That's where fuck is.
Sorry, my bad. Fuck sportsbooks for not giving me Pascal's numbers. But yeah, this is big for Betis. Like, this is big for Betis on the table. This is big for Betis going to Europe. They could jump. They can't jump Villarreal, but they can put pressure on Villarreal for that last Champions League spot. And if they get Champions League, they probably will have enough money to keep Antonio. And that's what the fuck we want to see around here.
Yeah, and Villarreal's got Barcelona on Sunday. So
and Villarreal is ass.
Yep. So yeah, we say that as Villarreal's in 5th place too.
That defense is just atrocious. They will hang 4 goals on motherfuckers, though.
It's so evident how important Isco is to Real Betis, and they showed it. So, like, you see it on
the entire first half of the season while he was injured. That team was unbettably bad.
Yep. And then you got Bilbao, who's going against Getafe, and there's a decent number on the Bilbao draw no bet. I think it was like minus 140, but I'm not doing anything crazy tomorrow. I know Barcelona fans were hoping they could celebrate their title win tonight, but that's just unfortunate. It would be a real shame if they just lost every single game.
Real shame. Real shame.
It would be such a shame.
It'd be weird if somebody brought up the fact that Espanyol has been kicking Barcelona's ass since Messi was there too.
It would be a real shame if like they got audited again and they were still just like, yo, where'd this money come from? How'd you register these two players? You should be relegated. That would be a shame too.
It would be a real shame.
Anyway, let's get to Sunday. We got Atletico Madrid versus Real Betis. Spain does it best, make everybody play on the same day for the last 2 weeks so nobody can throw shit, make them play all at the same fucking time.
Yep.
Atleti versus Betis. We also have just like two beautiful slates for the last couple weeks here. I feel like, what did I end up doing? Did I take Betis? Yeah, I did take Betis on the double chance. The double chance number was too good, and really, I'm just going to run up so many fucking Isco props, and Antony is going to take 4 shots.
Yeah. The thing I'll say about Atleti is it's weird that when you play Sorloth, he scores 3 goals in, 7 minutes or something? Like he broke the La Liga. It's weird that all these Griezmann dick eaters just forget that Sorloth is better than him. And Sorloth's not even that good. Like, Leg's been telling me Sorloth is slow as fuck and runs in molasses for 3 years. And yeah, he does, but he finishes way better than Griezmann. So
that's how bad Griezmann is at finishing.
So yeah, give me both teams to score over 2.5 for sure there.
For somebody that's known as like such a like purely accurate, creative goal scorer, like football, this man was getting like the Neymar Ronaldo treatment for a couple of years there, where it was like, okay, has this dude ever even scored more than?
Oh, he hit that 1 sick free kick, remember?
No, I don't actually.
For France?
Did he score that?
He did.
Wasn't that his only goal that wasn't a penalty kick?
It was. It was his only goal in that World Cup that wasn't a penalty kick.
Yeah, true. All right, moving on. Barcelona versus Villarreal. Barcelona. So this is notoriously just like Barcelona beats the shit out of Villarreal, I feel like. However, Espanyol is about to shock the world tomorrow. And then Villarreal is going to be like, yo, we need this Champions League spot. We absolutely have to win this game. We're going to beg, cheat, lie, and steal. But we're going to win this game. So thanks, Villarreal, for that. That being said, Barcelona has won the last... Oh, wait, no. Villarreal beat them in 2024. That's nice.
Nice.
Besides that, though, it's rough.
It is.
Villarreal has beaten Barcelona 2 out of the last, 27 times?
Yeah, something like that.
And it's not even like there's a lot of draws either. It's 23 wins for Barcelona. And this doesn't even go back that far. It only goes back like 8 seasons. So...
Yeah, I know Flash Score capped me out at the 90s.
Yeah, so like I wanna make like some nice script for Villarreal here.
They'll score.
They are on the up and up as far as it comes to beating Barcelona. They have done it twice within like the last decade, so that's good.
They'll score.
Will they?
They hung 4 today, and they have players that'll get past that high line.
I'm gonna bet Baena for an assist because I need him over for top assists.
I can fuck with that.
Or I need Jacob Murphy to get more assists than Lamine Yamal. And I'm just gonna continue to hate on a teenager. Dude, I saw this one quote for David V.
Makes it super easy to hate on him. Also, the new commercial I saw of him today was just like, fuck this guy.
He just comes off as such a tool bag, and I'm not allowed to say it because I'm a Madrid fan, and it just is so fucking frustrating. But David Villa said, oh, yeah, he would have started for the 2010 World Cup winning Spain team. Who the fuck are you? You guys only had two forwards on that team. Fabregas played striker for a little bit. What the fuck? Whose spot's he taking? That was a team that had 6 midfielders in it. What the fuck are you talking about? You played a fucking like 4-6-1 with David Villa or Fernando Torres up front. Where the fuck does Lamine Yamal come in? Where do all those? Who's finishing those crosses? Little ass David Villa or little ass Torres? Like, what do you mean? Where does he start? Like, it would have been one thing if you were like, he could have been a part of that team. That's fine. But then you're going to say, start? Thanks, Arter, for running the team today. Yo, fucking facts. I love Arter Guler. What a guy. All right. But, yeah, I'll be very, very shocked if Barcelona don't beat the brakes off of Villarreal. Oaks, how many
Villarreal will
goals?
score, though, so give me both teams to score.
I was gonna say, how many goals we got in this? You bold enough to take both teams to score over 3.5? Are you bold
No.
enough? I don't think I want to watch this game then. I think this game's gonna be really disappointing for me.
I think it depends on what happens tomorrow. If Barca fumbles the bag versus Espanyol, then yeah, I'm in on the over 3.5. If not, then no.
What do you mean? They got a stat pad. They got to try to get Lewandowski and Pachici back.
That's true. He's got to get healthy and come on the pitch, though.
All right, anyway, speaking of Mbappe smacking that ass, Real Madrid versus Sevilla. It's at Sevilla, so I should have said their name first, but why would I do that? These guys might get relegated.
They very well. That win yesterday versus Las Palmas was huge for them.
So here's the fun part about betting Madrid at the end of the season. Even when it's like, what else matters? You're still Real Madrid, so you still have to win every single game.
Yep.
Now, we are still in for the title as of right now, but you're also still Real Madrid, and I don't think people don't really understand when we say you are supposed to win every single game. We mean if you're kicking a circular object into something, you do it more than anyone else kicking that object, and at the end of the game, you win. So it doesn't matter when, where, or how, you have to win the game. Real Madrid money line and over 1.5 is -105. If you want to see Mbappe on a win cast, plus money. So that's what I would run with.
Yep.
Don't overthink it. We're gonna have some weird fucking lineups in. I love Arda Güler props. I don't know if you guys watched today where we took fucking 30 corners and 40 fucking shots and only scored 2 goals, and one was Mbappe magic and the other was fucking Black Voodoo Madrid last minute bullshit. But it is a player prop heavy game, and Mbappe is going to be scoring goals and winning Pachichis.
Yeah, all over Mbappe to try and secure the Pachichi here. Other than that, we'll see.
I'm not giving Sevilla any credit. I do think
that they suck.
If they have anyone decent on set pieces, though, we're probably going to be in trouble. Because I think Vallejo and Ramon might be starting because I think Asensio has a knock.
Yeah, I did see him come off early today.
Yeah, but then they were just like, oh, he has ice on his leg, which I'm not going to be that guy, but that means fucking nothing.
Right.
Literally. Moving on. We got Valencia versus Bilbao. Bilbao trying to lock up a Champions League spot. Valencia just continue to be just the biggest pieces of shit and thorns on my side on the planet. Valencia at home.
They lost to Alaves today.
Good. Did they?
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, good. Valencia at home, I like to give them a little bit of credit, but also just you're coming off of a loss to Alaves and you're going against Athletic Bilbao. If Sunset does not start this game, I'm not going to bet it. I'm not going to watch it, and I'm just going to be really upset about it. I'm off work on Sunday too. This is going to be a multi-screen type of day. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to Sunday, guys. Valencia, Bilbao has an easy way to ruin this whole fucking game for me, and it's not playing Sunset and the Williams brothers, because when you look at their they just genuinely, you're like, who the fuck are all these plumbers when you don't see just those 3 names? And I know most of their team, but then when you just don't see any Williams or Sunset in a
you're like, who's scoring fucking goals here? Because it's not Berenguer.
Who's worth fucking watching? Because it's not Berenguer. It's not. And who's the little short bullet I loved? Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Ginger beard, really tiny. Munayin
retired.
Yeah, I know. I said it without I know. That's what I'm saying. Without him, there's really no reason to watch Bilbao.
Yeah, that was a nice money printer for us towards the end of last season.
You just take the
Bilbao, but they're doing well, but also it's the Munayin farewell tour, so get paid.
Well, also just the Williams brothers, they were running themselves into the ground trying to get European football, and then at the end of the matches, it's just oh, are we live? Ben Munayin? He's going to take every single set piece.
Yep.
All right, I'm done in Spain. We're moving on to Germany. Oaks. I have one German game.
The final match week in Germany.
I have one German game. I think is there 2 more, or is it still the last one?
It might be. I know they only have 18 teams, so this might be the last one for Germany.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Mainz versus Leverkusen. It's Mainz at home. It's Leverkusen in Xabi Alonso's last match. The line on the game, Leverkusen is plus 190 at Mainz. Leverkusen double chance, minus 140 is what I have on my board. I mentioned it in my fuck yous. Leverkusen wouldn't let Xabi go out on a loss, would they? Not on a loss.
Mainz needs
Leverkusen,
European football.
You're gonna let the guy that gave you your first taste of any type of glory and went perfect while doing it, you're going to let him go out on a loss?
Can't do it.
I just find it really hard to believe. Because he's about to go to a team that only knows winning. So
the expectations are through the roof.
If you can't get my man a draw on his last match, you got me fucked up. Just like I'm gonna take Grimaldo for my usual props when he playing Xabi ball. I'm gonna take Florian Wirtz. If shit happens, I don't care if he comes off the bench. I'm probably gonna take it. It's the end of an era in Leverkusen. It's Xabi ball. They can't lose this game. They absolutely cannot. Oaks, tell me why Mainz at home's great.
Mainz really needs this to challenge for Europa League. Dortmund's probably going to get it because it seems like Dortmund finally figured some shit out. But who knows? Dortmund can always fumble the bag. That's their known bag fumblers. Dortmund really need the dub to try and jump Freiburg. But Mainz need anything they can get. They're up 6 goals on goal differential, but tied on points with RB Leipzig for Europa Conference League. So if Mainz wants to play in Europe, they're going to need to do something here because RB Leipzig is at home playing a Stuttgart team who has been absolutely spineless since PSG skull-fucked them into oblivion.
All right, well, I'm taking Leipzig money line too, so you might as well just go Leipzig money line and Leverkusen double chance. We'll call it a day, everybody. That's the parlay.
And I'm going to keep taking Frimpong props because he's just a fucking baller.
He's a dog. I love that guy.
Same.
All right, we're over in Italy. I got Fiorentina versus Bologna. Fiorentina has been absolutely disappointing, and I'm done betting on them, but I will take the both teams to score here. I think we're going to get a hungover Bologna team, but they're going to be that happy hungover where they're like, we just want a fucking trophy. I'm just pulling for chicks. And they will get me at least 1 goal. And if Moyes Keane can't get me a fucking goal, don't compete for a golden boot ever again, Moyes. This was your year, dog. There is nobody else to stop you. You fucking loser. God damn it. So I'm taking both teams to score and running with it. If you wanted to pick a side, God bless you. I wouldn't do it. Oaks, are you picking a side?
I kind of like Fiorentina here, and it's not that I'm in love with Fiorentina. It's going to be the combination of the cup hangover for Bologna and the fact that Bologna no longer has to care about the Serie A table because they secured Europa League by winning the Coppa Italia.
Can I get both teams to score at minus 115 though?
Yeah, all day.
All right, bet. That's all that matters to me. All right, moving on. We got Inter versus Lazio.
Fiorentina need these points too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm on Inter Lazio now, so I'm not.
I'm just saying. I just looked. Fiorentina's down to 9th.
That's dead ass going to be the just longest 90 minutes of your life.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm taking Inter on the money line, and I'm not even going to play around and be like, Nick Diani, Lazio. Nah, I'm just going to take Inter on the money line. They have to win.
Yeah, you got to.
That's another one where I could just go Napoli money line, Inter money line, just see what we want to. It's do you guys actually want to win a Scudetto? It's let's test this theory with a parlay.
Inter and over 1.5 looks good.
Yep.
Lazio's defense isn't great, so I'm not super worried about Inter scoring 2. So Lazio, I want to say they can get us 1, but I don't even believe that.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this a Castellanos game?
Somebody's got to fucking score for that team. Jesus Christ.
You won. All right, moving on. We got Parma versus Napoli. Sounds like one of the greatest pizzas that we could have in a football match. Napoli absolutely needs to win. I think they're minus 200 and something where you could mess with it and get a bettable line. Napoli's defense is just, I don't know how it's come to this. Like, I know Kim played a huge role in it, but god damn, how far they have fallen defensively is wild to me. Especially when you're playing Conte ball. It's going to be ugly, but Parma's also been struggling. I know they got a couple of suspensions as well for this match. So
yeah, they love red cards.
I don't hate running up Napoli money line and over 1.5 to get a more bettable number, but this one I think Parma can still get us one though. I do think Napoli will score more than 2 goals though, or more than 1 goal. So both teams score over 2.5. I think it's heavy duty in play for me here. McSauce is also just a fucking weapon. If he doesn't score a goal, he's dishing out dimes. 2 dimes last match, and it looks like nobody in Italy can actually guard him. He is the second leading goal contributor as far as midfielders go across Europe. Now, mind you, Reinders is number 1 on that list, but he's played 22 more matches than Scott McTominay has.
If Parma can figure their way into weaseling a point out of the Napoli game or the final game versus Atalanta, they're staying up for sure.
No, they'll wait for the Atalanta game because
that makes sense. Atalanta
is on the pitch.
Yeah,
and you know what's good with Parma? Sauce.
Mixed sauce. Facts. All right, I like it.
All right, I got Roma versus Milan.
Roma Magic's dead, but Milan fucking sucks.
I was gonna say, classic Jersey game. That's a positive I got for this game. It screams draw to me. Like, I don't even want to take a side. I just want to bet a draw. It screams.
Milan couldn't even get a fucking goal today, dog.
Was Pulisic playing?
He was, apparently. He didn't even get a shot on target today either.
That means the number should
They
be
had
good.
2 shots in the first half. This team fucking blows. I wish they didn't. You guys know I'm a Milan guy. This team fucking sucks.
Nah, I like the Napoli fans are just obsessed with Maradona. I'm a big fan of that. Italy, wow, yeah, look what you did to us. On paper, this game should be sick, but I just know that after watching it, I'm just gonna want 90 minutes of my life back, and I'm just gonna be mad. I hope I'm wrong though. For all my Roma fans,
I would love to be wrong, but this game being 0-0, fucking disappointment.
Yeah,
would not surprise me.
That's all the games I got for you though, guys. I think shout out Ajax for choking the fucking league away. PSV, we fucking out here. Lyon's probably gonna get relegated because we didn't qualify for European football, and now we're gonna go broke. So, Cherokee to Newcastle, screaming from the rooftops. I have a couple. Oh, hold on. You want to see the Brazilian games, guys? That you're gonna want to. I'll tell you exactly what we're gonna do. Ready? Sao Paulo versus Grêmio. Both teams to score. Flamengo versus Botafogo. You might think, yeah, that's an easy both teams to score, right? No, it's not. Botafogo is being a bunch of pussies and not scoring goals this year. So we're just going to go Flamengo, money line over 1.5. Bragantino, Palmeiras, both teams to score. Palmeiras' defense has been suspect, but they have an absolutely electric offense. If you're a Chelsea fan, Esteviao has been cooking. He's got like a Savinho, Rodrigo type of build, but somehow can just launch in 35-yard shots. It's very fun to watch, especially when it's just like 40-year-old Brazilian guys and 17-year-olds mixing it up. And then finally, Cruzeiro versus Atletico MG. Paulinho and Hulk still exist, so both teams' score is definitely on the table, but Cruzeiro's just been playing it. They've been balling. So I just keep taking Cruzeiro on draw no bets because Vegas does not respect Cruzeiro. So, yeah, that's talking Brazil. Let's get to a wheel. That's what the people really want, is everybody wants a fucking wheel. Who are we all kidding? Last week on the wheel, I think we both choked. And by us, I mean my guy didn't even play. Vlahovic, you're a bum, bro. Get a life. Vlahovic didn't play, and I think Antony subbed in late. So we were pretty much beat either way. Mine was definitely more of a troll pick, which I regret not putting a backup in and just assuming that Vlahovic was going to start. And I'm a little sad about it. Oh, wait, am I missing some? Wait, so I need La Liga. Wait, do I have to take some of these out? Whoa,
I would prefer you take out France, but
whoa. Don't fuck with the wheel, dude. That'd be fixing it. Yeah, I took out France.
thanks. I didn't need to try and figure out who gives a shit on final match day in France.
I don't even care if they gave a shit or not. I will say, though, Jonathan David said he's leaving as a free agent, so that
Yes.
would be quick, easy.
And I hear Napoli is very interested.
I'd rather have him than Lukaku. Oaks is in the start us off. Let's get it.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Oaks, Bundesliga.
I need somebody with a bettable number. Give me Florian Wirtz. Fuck it.
Wirtz? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking him.
No, actually, give me Frimpong.
I was about to say or Frimpong.
Yeah, give me Frimpong. I was going to take Kareem Adeyemi, but they're playing fucking Holstein Kiel at home, so I don't think that'll be plus.
All right, here's mine.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Not the Union. Bullfuck by LA Galaxy. I got 2 alerts on my phone. I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. And it's just the Union letting up 2 goals. It's like, oh, great. Why the man, what a stupid fucking team. Who would even like them?
Well, you know what really helps is getting rid of your best player.
Yeah, it usually does. Usually fucking does.
Yeah, firing your good coach and getting rid of your best player.
So last time Como and Hellas Verona played, there was like 5 goals in it. So I'm going to just go with that one. And I think I'm going to take Nico Paz.
Oh, no way. You're going to take Nico Paz?
Yeah, it was between him and Coutron. So, yeah, I'm going Nico Paz. That's my dog. Also, I saw something about Madrid wanting Reinders, and I was like, why the fuck would we get that bum ass when we could go get Nico Paz for fucking like 10 milli? Eat a dick.
We don't have to go get Nico Paz. He's our guy.
Buyback clause. Bink. Oh, that's ours now. I don't know why we wouldn't do that just to go flip him somewhere else, even if we didn't want him. Just business-wise.
I didn't. I was under the impression that he was just out on regular loan. I didn't think there was a buyback clause.
No, he's not on loan. It was a buyback clause.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's all the games I had for you guys. Let me get into my 15, and then we can get the fuck out of here. I got Atletico Madrid money line versus Osasuna plus 105. Atleti's, I don't know. They usually close out the season. It's kind of like when I bet everyone for their opening games. It's like they don't lose these, right? Bilbao draw no bet at Getafe minus 145. Get your European spot. Real Madrid money line over 1.5 versus Sevilla minus 110. Betis double chance at Atleti minus 105. Celta Vigo money line versus Vallecano minus 135. Yeah, I know I'm ballsy. What's good? Leverkusen double chance at Mainz minus 140. Leipzig money line versus Stuttgart plus 100. Chelsea, Man U, both teams to score minus 120. Leicester money line versus Ipswich plus 135. I'm just going to be betting Vardy and Leicester at home for probably the remaining matches.
Smart.
Newcastle double chance at Arsenal minus 130. Brighton draw no bet versus Liverpool minus 110. Bournemouth double chance versus Man City. That's at Man City plus 150. That is midweek on Tuesday after the FA Cup. As if I wasn't going to bet against Man City anyway in the Premier League. Inter money line versus Lazio minus 155. Fiorentina, Bologna, both teams to score minus 115. My parlay is Bournemouth double chance, Newcastle double chance, Leverkusen double chance.
Nice. I do not have 15 for you guys. I did not come prepared. I just finished doing the paperwork and bringing home a new motorcycle. So that's why I was late, and that's why I am underprepared for this. Follow me on Twitter/YouTube, and I'll get you something Friday.
You heard the man. All right, guys. That's Oaks. He'll be here Friday with more picks for you. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. That's how you get the picks at TwoFootTalk, at A Young Leg, at BurrOaks77. All the links are down below in the description. Make sure you click on them. Follow us up. If you need any of the drip, any BurrOaks hats, any Young Leg hats, sweatshirts, shorts, shirts, whatever you need, maybe your favorite team, tftdrip.com. Links are also down in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps us out immensely. And follow us again at TwoFootTalk for all the action. Get anything new, get any of our picks. All that goes right through TwoFootTalk. Oaks, anything to add?
Nope, that'll be it. Happy Wednesday.
I'm gonna make Oaks come back with some apologies from for next week. All right, we'll have to have him do a little study session on what I was doing for the first 11 minutes of the show.
I will.
All right, fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're TwoFootTalk.